It's Donald from Board with Life, and for this podcast, the Board with Life cast and crew sat down to try out the recently released starter set for the newest edition of Dungeons & Dragons. In this campaign, we'll be exploring the adventures the set comes with, called The Lost Mine of Phandelver. Of course, we'll get some rules wrong, improvise other things, and go off on weird tangents, but that's just part of the fun. And while I'm warning you about things, I should probably mention that this podcast features adult language, because, you know, we're children. Featuring Board with Life's Chris Bryan as
Aaron Thiefyeller, a rogue halfling.
Producer Kellen Voss as
Tharma, I'm a wood elf wizard.
Nikki Schultz as
Hala Windmount, I'm a mountain dwarf, I'm a fighter.
Casey Bartow as
Castor Troy Rockseeker, and I'm a hill dwarf cleric.
And introducing our editor, Adam Henderson, as Elfman 1986.
I'm a human, but my name is Elfman 1986.
So, no more delays. Grab your dice and let's roll.
So let's do our best to not murder
Kellen, we're looking at you and your magic missiles.
the people that we want to get information from.
And Nikki, just
Okay.
by proximity to Kellen, whenever he's been murdering people, you've murdered people too.
Can we just
Like to
say...
talk.
Tharma and I just, when we get together, like to have a good time.
Yeah, can this,
Split away
can,
from
this,
the party.
can this new rule, like, not apply to, like, bars?
Well, maybe some of us would stop going to bars.
You guys know how I get when I get 3 Jaegers in my tummy and I just get that murder twitch.
Or some apple cider.
Not even hard cider.
Or even just apples. Really, anything.
Kellen, during the short rest, you what is the word? What is the phrase they call
Bonded.
it? Attuned.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You spent some time attuning with Glassstaff's glass staff, which turned out to be a glass staff of defense,
Yes.
which is pretty cool.
I, because of my level, I now have the ability to cast mage armor 10 times per day.
Only 10?
And shields,
Shields.
5 times, right?
Yes, but I don't think I've...
It's like one of them takes 2 charges and one of them takes
Yeah, the
1
shield
charge.
takes 2, the mage armor takes 1.
So, and just holding it increases your armor class by 1. You adjusted that?
Can I hold it?
Actually, yeah.
What was the other spell?
I want to
Shield?
hold it.
Yeah, shield, which is a reaction. So, like when you're about to get
That's
hit.
for me. Yeah, it's basically the reaction
That's
shield
good.
is for my own defense, and the mage armor is for other people. So if anyone's ever like,
I don't
You're
roll well.
pretty
I need a
weak.
little-
I'm glad you have that.
I need it, all of it.
so I can like give that to people.
As the person formerly charged with healing and protecting people, I just lay back and crack my knuckles.
So that's what you did during your short rest. What did anybody else use their hour for?
I took a power nap.
Power
I
nap?
feel great.
I taught myself how to juggle.
During your power nap, you actually had a dream.
Okay.
And in that dream, that voice you heard earlier
Yes.
in your head, you heard it again mixed with the roars of a dragon.
Ooh.
That's what your dream consisted of.
All right.
Wow.
Cool.
That's great. I finished masturbating because I got interrupted last time.
Perfect.
That's true.
So, I'm stealthy, so you guys didn't even know. I rolled like mad sleight of hand skills.
Nice. So an hour passed, and yeah, what are we doing? We're here. We've cleared parts of this place out.
I hold open a pocket and juggle all the balls right into the pocket. Now I'm ready.
Where did you find the balls? Were you carrying them around, or
No, Glassstaff had them. They were just on his bed.
he was a master of juggling as well?
I don't know what he used them for, but that's what they were there.
They're like in crazy demonic curse balls. As they enter your pocket, you just get sucked into that pocket.
They
and
were
die.
weird balls that were all just connected by one string.
Yeah.
I had to break them
So I cut the
apart.
strings, and then I mean, they smelled kind of funny, but it's whatever.
They're different sizes, but whatever. Well, so we should try to find that goblin because we want to go capture, or by capture I mean save your unkie.
Yeah.
So I'll refresh your memories. You are in a place at the north of the complex. There's a secret door on the east side of the room and a normal door on the west side of the room that led to his laboratory. And then going from there, went out to a hallway back into the room with the big crevasse. And that hallway also connected to the room where the guys were playing poker. And the big crevasse is sort of on the westish side of the area. So on the other side of the crevasse is a part of the area you did not explore yet. Now, through the secret door, remember, you had found another secret door in that room that you went into and there wasn't anything and it wasn't anything immediately interesting, so you decided to go back and explore Glassstaff's room. So,
Right. So I guess the question is, do we go back and check out that secret room where we didn't see anything, or do we just go right on to exploring unexplored portions of Sexy Town?
I'd say explore unexplored portions of
That's
Sexy
Sexy
Town.
Town sounds
Move
great.
on.
Not a completist. All right.
And I want to say, because of my freakish height, the staff is more like a cane for me.
You're not that tall.
You're 6'3" or 6'4".
I'm 6.
I mean, what race was
I think I made
Glassstaff?
myself taller.
I don't remember.
I
what
thought you
race
made
was he?
yourself
He was
taller.
a human, so he was just like pretty much the same
He's
size.
a little
as you,
guy
Kellen.
in my imagination.
I mean, even so. No, Kellen, it's a staff, no matter how much you want to call it a cane.
what are you nerds doing?
As we're walking, I hear this voice in my head that goes, and I shake my head, and then we move on.
And
I
I
look
go,
over and go, humans, and keep walking.
there was a door to the east that was a secret room? That sounds interesting.
Basically, the east,
Moving on.
the secret door that you found to get into Iarno's room, there, if you recall, from that room there was another secret door that like you guys opened. And it was
Oh,
just a
that's what
hallway,
we're saying.
or, like,
Yeah,
we're
that's
gonna
what I'm saying.
we're gonna maybe skip that.
and then the
Well, if you guys wanted to do that,
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
I'm
fine with
check it
that.
out real quick.
It's right there.
Yeah.
I'll go and roll a perception check and see if I can discover anything before we move on into that room.
so you guys go check out the other secret
Yes.
door. Cool.
Yes.
So you kind of open up the other secret door, which is it's just a door that just looks like stonework. It's not super advanced secret door.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go open the door, and
Goblin.
there's a door right in front of you, and then it's a hallway, right? It's a small hallway, and right in front of you is a door, and to your right is another door, and the room smells kind of dank and musty. It smells kind of yuck.
Cool.
Door to the right. I think we should do the door to the right.
Well, I'm gonna roll perception and look at the door right in front of us to see if there's any markings or anything like
Okay.
that. And I fail.
What do you roll?
I rolled a 3. I don't know what my modifier is.
You don't detect anything special about the door. However, you do notice it is locked.
Great.
Can I do the same thing to the door to the right?
Do it then.
Which one do I roll?
You roll a perception.
14.
14? This door doesn't appear to be locked. And it is, it's just a plain sort of wooden door, and the smell gets stronger as you get towards that door.
Stronger must.
I kick it open.
What?
Jesus.
This is how we get into fights all the time.
It's unlocked. And B, her character's like, I'm like, let me check this out. Okay, guys, it's locked. And she goes, let me check this one out. I just walks to the end of the hall and fucking kicks it open.
She Men in Blacks it right open.
First I sneaked it and it smelled
You can at
really
least
bad.
tell us and be like, hey, I'm gonna do something stupid and kick this open. You may want to ready an attack in case I'm kicking it open into an army of assholes.
That's a good point, but I
you
still
already
kick
did
it
it.
open.
Yeah.
Well,
That's all great.
A genie comes out of the door and says, "You have kicked the door open. Only a great warrior could do this. Here is a magic weapon."
Does it
You are now
really? Does it
level
really?
10."
Does it really?
No, it's 1,000 goblins shoot an arrow into your face.
It's like the biggest bucket of ice water that just pours on your head because it's the booby trap.
Wild card.
God damn it, Nick.
Gosh danged maroon, you are.
Alright, so
A fucking rank smell sort of hits you in the face like a slap.
Yeah.
With
Dirty.
the door flying open. There's 3 large stone sarcophagi standing within the dusty crypt. Propped up against each sarcophagus is a human skeleton clad in tiny bits of rusty mail. There's false columns along the walls, carved into the images of a spreading oak tree. Double doors in the southeast corner are sheathed in tarnished copper plate. Looks to be a crypt of some kind. Probably for the
cool.
people whose mansion that this place is
Oh, that's
built on
awesome.
top of.
I know stonework. Can I see? Can I just like look more at the?
Well, here's the thing.
Those things are
You
gonna
start
move.
to look around, and the skeletons turn and look at you.
And I go,
And draw,
you go,
and draw their weapons.
do they really?
Yes.
How many? There are 3.
You keep asking, do they
Really? Are you lying to me?
That seems unlikely. They're skeletons.
wait, is that really happening?
Are you fucking with me right now?
So I say to them, "Are we doing this?" And I
No, you don't. We almost heard you hear, stop, doing things like that with being an idiot.
I, in the meantime, give her a high five.
Oh, God.
Roll for
You guys
initiative.
are the worst duo.
I'm just out to impress Dharma.
I got 11, guys.
I got
Who's listening
13.
to this now?
I got 9.
I got 7.
Kellen is in charge of initiative.
This is a cool room.
We all just back out from rolling
Shit.
from initiative, close the door, and let her deal with it.
I got 13.
It's really funny. I did this, and I'm the one going last.
Well, we grab your shoulders and we throw you out the door.
We all go, God damn it, she did it again. And
You
like,
pull out your axe, you're like, are we doing this as you're walking backwards behind us?
Yeah,
I'm really scared of skeletons.
Pushing each one of us in front of you in a line.
You shuffle behind the group. You're like looking over our shoulder.
Yo, are we doing this? You step in a bucket, fall apart.
as I go first, I fire a ray of frost. How many of them are there?
There are 3.
They're the Three Stooges. Come on, guys.
Just
And they sound like xylophones when they walk.
One is like a little shorter
what they
than the
use for
others,
skeletons
but
in
they're all
cartoons.
basic.
I'll go after Shorty.
Leave Shorty for this.
They're all about 10 feet away from Nikki.
How are you going to go after Shorty? You're so tall.
I'll just swing and like go right over
Ray
his
of
head.
Frost. How does Ray of Frost work? Will that hit Nikki also?
I don't think
Is she
so.
going to be caught in your ray? She's standing in the doorway and you're all behind her.
That's a good point. I'll run by her as an action.
Yeah, you can run past
and
her.
then
Run
fire
into the room.
My ray of frost. And that's when we high five. As
Like I'm stagnant.
yeah,
doing this?
As I high five.
Run past the high fire Ray of Frost. This is what I'm talking about.
We're going to like defeat him before it even gets Nikki. So she's like, are we doing this? And then everybody else just barrels in, kills them. She's like, I guess we were.
I rolled a 17.
That is a hit.
2 damage to his skeleton face.
So precisely.
I mean,
you did so low.
I feel like making a skeleton chili wouldn't do that much damage anyways. It kind of go like, okay. But he is slowed.
Can they talk?
Yeah,
Can they
that's.
talk?
He thinks, okay.
He does the universal gesture for it.
Okay.
He just gives him a thumbs up.
Yeah.
That's what I imagine they sound like.
Yeah. There's more going to slow him down, so that's great.
Oh, good. Good job, Kellen.
I don't like short skeletons.
Who's next?
Who's next, Kellen?
Tiny little baby skeletons.
I think it's Chris.
Christopher.
All right, I am going to. Are there people, I guess, on my line of sight? So I need to go forward if I'm going to use my crossbow.
It would be shooting through a doorway and past 2 people, so,
So I'd
yeah,
have to
you would
spend-
have
okay,
disadvantage.
I'm going to like go through the doorway to enter the room, and then attack with my crossbow. I'll attack the one that he slowed down,
Okay.
Going for the
and I
other.
did 23, so I assume that hits, and then it does 4 piercing.
Nice. So the arrow, which hitting a skeleton with an arrow would be tricky, but you did it. It like hit the skeleton. The thing is the skeletons don't seem to be reacting to any of this. It's like if you were just sort of
Yeah.
hitting a tree. Like they don't
Right.
seem to even care. Like the arrow sticks in the skeleton's like skull, and it just keeps walking. You got a headshot, and it just didn't matter.
And he thinks,
And he
okay.
goes, okay.
Okay, and then I'm going
He just
to.
learned how to squeak his bones to do that.
He's just really into Little John.
Yeah. And then I've got cunning action, so I can use a dash, disengage, or hide. So I'm going to use that to hide behind Dharma.
Okay, sounds great. Roll for it.
That's stealth check, right? Oh, I got a 1, so I.
You
When trying to hide,
stumble over
I
a barrel of
scream, I'm here, and wave my hands.
Oh wait, that's not hiding. I did the opposite thing.
Casey.
I am next. I brush past all these weirdos, and I'm within a melee distance, right?
Yeah, you can run
whack
up to them.
Yeah, so
I mean, they're only 10 feet away from them, so
Right.
they're you really.
So
just-
I'm twirling my warhammer like Thor, and I go for an attack. Plus 16.
hit.
Okay. Okay.
How much damage did you deal? Is this to the smallest one everybody else has been wailing on?
Yes. Yes. I do 7.
7 damage.
Yes.
You deliver a good hit. Now, here's the thing I've been trying to research. They are vulnerable to bludgeoning damage, which I believe a warhammer
Yes, it is bludgeoning.
does.
Yeah. That was what was my hope when I ran up. Like, well, arrows don't do anything. Freezing doesn't do anything. Maybe if I just smash them to pieces with a warhammer.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So it just burst into
So,
pieces.
Casey, because the skeleton is a skeleton and made out of crumbly bits, it is vulnerable to your bludgeoning attack of your warhammer. So you're going to deal double damage. So what did you deal again?
7, so that'd be 14.
So you sort of just smash the skeleton. It just falls apart with like
Yeah.
the hit. It just goes like, and like sort of falls.
With such little give that I twirl around like
And remember, you can scare undead with you can raise your holy symbol up and turn into a skeleton.
But I also can just smash them to pieces.
Or smash them.
Which is cooler.
Adam.
I run past the people that were in front of me.
That's all you were going to say.
Everybody squeezes
I run!
the door.
Yeah, just stop it. Push some people aside.
And I attack the next nearest skeleton.
Cool.
How many? So we're down to 2 right now?
Yes.
I'm going to use my greatsword for this one, because I assume it's better to use a sword than an arrow, because it's more of a bludgeoning. Is that kind of
it's
like
probably
the same?
slashing,
Yeah, it's slashing.
versus
Is that
piercing.
better than piercing for a skeleton?
No. If I was designing D&D, I would make them strong against piercing, but I didn't design it, so that is not the case.
Yeah.
It
Okay.
doesn't make any difference.
So I will use my longbow instead.
Cool.
I roll.
So do you end up actually kind of going just right behind Nikki and kind of looking?
I
guess you kind of have to come in if you're not
I'm
shooting
in,
through the
and I've
doorway.
got a straight shot at this guy. I'm not necessarily right next to him.
Okay, cool.
I roll a 13 plus 7, 20.
Sweet, that's a hit.
8.
Sweet.
Still.
The arrow, again, goes through the skeleton's head. Another headshot. It doesn't seem to care.
Great. I have a second action, but I don't think I'm going to use it.
Okay.
Nikki.
The skeletons don't go yet? It's still me?
They're after you.
They're after
Okay. Okay. So I have my great axe, and I'm going to attack the same one that the arrow just went through.
Okay, so you run up to it?
Yes. Yeah, and I'm excited by this whole thing.
And she's going, I'm just making loud sounds.
Ugh. No.
Yeah.
I'm not. 17 plus 5.
That's a
I
hit.
assume I hit it. Plus 3. 8, 9, 10, 11.
11. You sort of like cut it in half and it falls on the ground and it's kind of going at you. You just sort of step on its head.
Oh, that's awesome. I did do that. I did that.
Well, the head exploded easier because my arrow went through it.
Yeah.
Oh, that, yeah.
To be honest.
I turn to you and I go, you helped.
And I go, thank you. That's what I
And
do,
now,
fellow.
The last skeleton like goes and showing no emotion, it just sort of turns to Casey, who is standing closest to it, and sort of shambles towards him and attacks.
What does it attack with?
He has a short sword,
Short sword. Okay.
and he
Loser.
missed.
Cool.
Wow,
Dumb
what a
skeleton.
pathetic-
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still kind of like from swinging. I'm like, woo, 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 and I just kind of like move out of his way because I'm still off balance. From
You like
so
slip
hard.
on the ice.
Yeah.
Everything else would have hit you, but he rolled a 2, so he just went like, okay.
Yeah.
Just half-heartedly like.
Okay.
That's the only thing they can say.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now it's Tharma again.
Having seen Casey smash one over the head, and feeling pretty good about my new staff, I get
Glass
excited and smash him over the head with my glass staff.
Nice.
Stuff shatters in your hand. cutting you.
5 plus 8.
8. You swing wide and miss.
Turns out wizards shouldn't.
He kind of goes. It's not even at him.
Oh, that's not as easy as it looks.
The skeleton goes, okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna shoot at it with my crossbow, and I did 14.
That's a hit.
All right, and I do 5 damage.
I'm gonna close these blinds.
Nice.
It's getting me.
You break some ribs off him, but he's still standing.
Perfect. Okay.
All right, and then I am still stumbling back, and I use my warhammer to spark against the ground to stop myself from stumbling. And then I look at that one that swung after me, and I try and bash its brains in. And I do bash. I do the bash. 21 total.
21. Nice. You're just so inspired by what an insult to life is.
Yeah, exactly.
God,
Like,
they are.
yeah, they're just an insult to my god. Ugh. 3.
But it doubles.
Yeah, so 6.
You land a really good hit, and it's like arm falls off, but it still just has its sword, and it's just sort of standing there.
I step in the frame and I go, it's my time to shine, motherfuckers. I ready my longbow. I attack! 17.
Oh,
That's a hit.
Alright.
God, plus 7?
Yeah, it's because he's an archer. I have a +7 on my stealth, and it's
I
awesome.
know us.
And I do 9 damage.
Your arrow hits like the perfect spot on its spine, Because
Yeah.
it just falls to pieces.
The whole fulcrum of the entire.
And I lower my arms, go. Another one bites the dust, motherfucker.
As it falls, it's like xylophone sounds. Its ribs and
It's like a
stuff.
weird thing where it doesn't even seem like it registers as a hit, and then suddenly it goes.
Like the arrow just goes through that portion and hits the wall behind it, and then it's just like clink.
and I go grab the arrow out of the wall and I go and I throw it up and I put it back in.
That's the first time
my
you've
favorite
recovered. It's the first time you've recovered one of the arrows you've used. So you're down to 2 arrows. No, I'm kidding. Who cares about that shit?
I say, wasn't that fun? I've never seen a dredge skeleton in real life. I've heard about them.
All right, so
Don't you have a
combat's
bunch of-
over, huh?
Beaver pelts or something?
Yeah.
I do. I
I want
have
to roll
5 beaver
perception on this
pelts.
room.
Sweet.
All right, roll perception on this room. 19.
Sweet. So you notice that there are, on the sarcophaguses in the room,
Sarcophagi.
the sarcophagi, that there is a person sort of carved on the outside of each one, 2 males and 1 female, all of them
Just
human,
how I like it.
and all of them looking pretty rich.
That's how I like
All
it.
the tombs are closed, and the skeletons just have crap on them.
Are they the people that were in there? Since it was.
I imagine they were like guardian slave people.
I'm going to go up to the lady sarcophagus, and are they locked with anything, or are they just kind of like shut?
They're just really heavy.
Is this that part where we become tomb raiders and start looting?
That's what I'm a thief, and I'm in a dungeon place. Yeah. Can I crowbar it open? So these are like mummy tombs, right? Like King Tut things. I have a crowbar. Can I use that to break it open?
Yeah, make a strength check with advantage.
In the meantime, I look at my god and I go, "Forgive him. He knows not what he does."
I got an 18 and a 19 plus whatever, so I assume I did it.
Do you look at what's inside?
Yes.
Your face is gonna know.
Yeah, it's like I would open it and I would look.
Cool. There's just sort of mummified body of a person that's almost sort of nothing at this point. All their clothes has sort of turned into dust.
So
There's
they're naked, huh?
Except for they're wearing a platinum signet ring with the sort of house symbol of the Trezendar family. Since you're from this area, this was their manor that was destroyed a long time ago that we're in the basement of. So yeah, there's just a nice looking ring.
I take that ring.
I
Cool.
feel like I would not like that. I don't think Casey would like that.
I think it's pretty icky, but I'm not gonna do anything about it. I've got other concerns.
I go, not cool.
I go, you're a murderer or whatever, and I take the ring.
Cool.
How am I a murderer? I think you forget that when we have people we're questioning, I say let them go, and you
And I
slit their
save
throat.
us!
I'm sorry, you stab them through the taint.
Yeah, I stabbed.
You do
That was
that.
only
You
one
do
of
that
them. One of them I slit their throat.
Is there like a meter of how I regard all of my party members? And Aaron's just went down.
You wish there to be.
There it is.
Alright, so
You went down.
Nikki's friend meter.
Yeah.
Aaron went down. Let's all
Let's friend.
note that.
What happens at the bottom of your friend meter?
You don't have to worry about that.
So
You're up top.
I have a
You
ring.
would guess it's worth 50 gold.
Nice. Well, I'm gonna keep doing that.
Are you gonna check the other ones?
Yeah.
Roll a strength check 2 more times with advantage because you're crowbar.
All right. What's my strength? So I got 17 and a 12.
You're able to get one of the other ones open, and it is the same. It's a man's body, not a woman's body, and it's wearing a ring as well.
I take that ring.
Oh my god.
It's to take everything. Can I just take one of them?
He couldn't get the other one open.
Because he's tiny.
I have the courage. Fuck it.
Do you want to open it?
Yeah, I would like to try and open it.
Roll a strength check.
15.
15. Then you open it up, and
And
there's a same story, different body,
Okay.
and it's wearing a ring. On the other hand,
If you don't take it, Aaron's
you
gonna
opened
take
it, like-
You're torn about it.
Yeah,
It's the other hand that's bothering you, isn't it?
Kinda.
That means
Oh, it turned you into a fish. Sorry.
I'll take it.
okay, cool. One of my favorite D&D stories from when I was a kid is when my dad and his friends would play. There was a time where they found 2 sets of boots in an armory, like in a dungeon, and one of them was just an old beat-up leather pair of boots, and the other one was really nice and covered in jewels. And so my dad was a ranger, and he took the other ones because another guy fought him for it. He's like, no, I want those jeweled ones. And so he took the jeweled ones, and my dad took the beat-up leather ones. No, my mom took the beat up leather ones, and the other guy got stuck with the fancy ones, and they were boots of dancing, which are cursed in quotation marks, in that they're designed to make you an awesome dancer, but you can't like do anything else while you're wearing them. So
Yeah, it's like the red shoes, the fairy tale or whatever.
So you just challenge people to dance off, and that's how you win battles?
Yeah, until then, he just had boots on and could not stop dancing.
It's like, we are trying to sleep. He's like, I'm sorry.
Cool. So there's nothing else in this room besides these sarcophagi and broken bones.
That's not as far as you're aware of, other than another couple sets of doors. So there's the door you came in from, and then there's two doors on the east. One is like a double door, and then the other one is a single door.
All right, I want to walk up while they're tomb raiding. I want to walk up to the single door and roll perception on it.
Cool.
And that is 21.
Inside of there, you hear a human boy crying.
Oh, jeez.
Some Silent Hill
Turn
shit.
into
You hear
Max Payne.
you assume he's human just because of his accent and the way
Right.
he talks, but you hear
His crying accent.
Le cry.
Well, he's saying he's scared.
Right. So it wasn't
I'm
what
so
Pepe would
scared,
do.
man.
Le wine. Le blow nose. Okay, I don't know if this world exists in a way where I should be, but I'm inherently worried that this is a trap. Like when ladies give you crying babies and then pickpocket you. So I want to just peek in the door, assuming
Like,
it's unlocked. Like
crack
I just
it open?
crack it open and take a quick look.
Cool.
Do I need to roll like a stealth or something for that?
I want you to roll stealth check.
Okay. Ugh, 4.
Cool. What's your passive perception? Or roll a perception check.
Okay. 7. Not great.
You sort of creak the door open, and someone kicks it open on the other side of it. And
Is it me?
Is it me? And there's two red brands standing there who heard you guys in the other room making a tussle, and they jump you and they get surprised.
Okay. So they get advantage attack on me?
Yes. So, the first one attacks you with advantage, and he's going to use Twin Strike, which means he can attack twice. One was a crit,
Fuck.
and the other one is a 9 plus
Let it be shown that I was right to be wary.
13. It's a 13.
So yeah, I've got
Is that he misses?
18,
So he only hits you once, but
That's
it was
a
a crit.
yeah.
And he is using.
You doesn't want a cleric, did you? We don't need a cleric.
He's using his short sword, so he's going to deal. So 8, 9, 10. So he gets a good hit on you and sort of stabs you through the shoulder. You dodge the one and hits you, and then the other guy, he also goes after you with a twin strike.
God.
And he, Chris, will you please look at this to just
Oh, it's a 1. Don't worry, it's a 1. He rolled a 19 and a 20.
that was his advantage, so
Yes.
he's attacking again. And that is going to be a 13, 14,
Jesus.
15. So
Jeez.
that's
So I'm just
15's a
down.
miss, right?
Yes.
Oh, 15 is a miss. Yeah.
So he does hit you
once.
once with a crit
And
again.
I'm probably going down.
6, 7, 8.
Close.
I just love
Or wait, no, I am down. I am
You
down.
just
Sorry.
peek through the door,
That's
and then all of a
straight
sudden
up-
we're just
that's
sitting there
straight up.
looking at him. We're like, "Oh, cool,
now
guys! I
we're-
found
all
the
of a
ring!" And all of a sudden he opens the door. It's like, "Ah!" He just gets stabbed
How
twice.
far is this happening away from the tombs?
Should have been tomb raiding.
About 15 feet.
Okay, so it's right.
It's
fucking
right there, like right in the
So we-
Okay, do we have to roll initiative for this?
Everybody
Or-
roll initiative.
Okay.
Casey, you need to roll initiative too, because there's your bleeding out initiative.
15.
I'm a 10.
The red brands have 18.
Oh shit!
Okay, so the rest of you were sort of investigating tombs, and Casey went, "I'm gonna go check something out," and cracked the door open. But I hear something. You see Castor Troy get murdered in your peripheral vision by a 1 male and 1 female red brand that stab.
Woo!
How PC? It's like a college brochure.
Yeah, stab them up, and without saying anything, they just sort of point their weapons at you guys. They rolled really high initiative, so I'm assuming they're going first. So yeah, they run in the room, and Who was standing closest to them? It was somebody standing next to a crypt because the door is right beside
I mean,
them.
Adam went to that third tomb. I don't
Yeah.
know if that was the closest to them at this point.
The other two are next to each other, and the third one is by itself. So would we say it's Adam?
Yes.
Whatever. Sure.
And
I'm.
You got a good hit.
Do what?
Yeah, I mean, you got a good ability to hit shit, so...
Yeah, okay,
But they're attacking him.
They're attacking me
right.
first.
Yeah. So they run up, and one of them is going to use its multi-attack on you. And the highest that it rolls on one of them is an 11.
Oh, yeah, great. 11.
Wait. 11 plus 4. So 15.
That's armor class?
Yes.
I'm 14.
So that's a hit.
Yes.
And it deals... So he kind of doesn't hit you, but just sort of puts you off your balance, and with 3 damage.
3 damage.
Yeah.
And I'd like to say that right before I get hit, I'm taking this ring off, and he hits me, and it just flies, and it's on the ground, and it's on the ground. So
Okay,
I don't have it anymore. I don't have the ring. It's there for later.
All right, and then the other one uses multi-attack as well, and he rolls a 19.
I am 14.
So 5, 6, 7 damage.
It sounded like your dice broke.
It landed in a pile of dice.
So I'm at negative 10. So
wait, what?
Well, I mean, I have 5.
It's really confusing.
Sorry. I'm at 5.
Okay.
So I get hurt pretty bad.
Yeah, that one you took a solid. He the one guy put you off balance, and the other guy scored it. He stabbed you.
Okay. All right. So
Or she stabbed you.
she, the one that got me,
She stabbed you.
I roll with my, and they're right next to me. So does it matter if I use my longbow or my greatsword?
You would be at disadvantage to use your longbow.
Okay, then I'll use a greatsword. 10.
That is going to be a miss.
Okay.
You added your stuff to it. You added your attack bonus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a miss. So you sort of get stabbed, and then you just do sort of a wild swing, and she kind of goes laughs at your shitty attack.
Okay.
Who's up next?
Casey.
I want to vaguely just look over them through my bloody face and just check and see where their clothes came from. Oh, perception.
Can you do that?
You have to roll your.
Just curious what brand they're wearing.
Yeah.
You have to roll a d6, and if you get
D20.
Oh, d20. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
over or below.
What am I doing? What?
If you get
for
below,
my death?
if you 10 or under, you fail one.
Okay.
That's it. Ugh. Casey
Alright.
failed.
So that's a failure.
I'm
So
still wondering what they're wearing.
somebody needs to do something to either stabilize you or pour a healing potion down your throat. Or
Who are the people with healing potions?
Team Nikki and Kellen are about to come up,
Cool.
and I have a potion.
I don't think I do.
I feel like you could.
Y'all are better at fighting too, though, so I could also stop stuff because I'm not
I
so
see.
good at fighting.
Yeah, as long as that happens before my next turn, I would be pleased.
Maybe you should go after him and.
I should go
Oh.
after the.
She's our best fighter. No, she should go fight.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, I thought she was saying after.
Go after
Casey.
the red brands.
Now, to be fair, not to argue one way or the other, but also to be fair, she's also the hardest to hit.
I have a question. Did both of the red brands go, or just one?
They both went. They
They
both.
both.
both
Okay,
went,
sorry.
yeah. They
I perceived that as
hit
well.
Adam twice.
They get 4
Okay.
attacks for
Oh,
the
that's
two
right.
of them, though, which is.
Okay. So, am I next or are you next?
You're next.
I'm next. So at this point, I was kind of still near the door that I had kicked down, watching this these shenanigans go down. And I'm not the happiest person, but I go up to the closest red brand, and I'm going to try to hit him with, push him with that before I hit him. So I'm just giving a backstory before I roll my
I like
dice.
it.
Sure, I like that.
Not great. 15.
15, I believe, is a hit on a red brand. Let me tell you a story about red brands. Yep, that's a hit.
Cool. So I push him back, and then I'm going to see how much damage I do when I hit him with my axe.
And by him, you mean the guy, not the lady.
I don't see 6.
I don't see Chester.
Who was closest to me? The woman? I don't care.
That you can decide. Your
I'll go after the woman
Yes.
because Elfman 1986 keeps going, she laughed at me. Get the woman.
I did. I whipped and she went.
Okay, I always forget what my D12 looks like. Here we go. What is that? 7 plus 5. Chris.
12.
12 damage.
12 damage.
God.
I hope I cut her head off. for Elfman.
Me.
You sink your axe into her shoulder, but she takes a knee, but she's not dead. She's like, ah!
What a woman!
Bringing it back.
Damn straight you did.
Hold on, how much damage did you do?
12.
12, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna help Casey. I have 2 potions. I'm gonna pour one down his gullet.
Okay, cool.
Like the way your potions work, you have to pour one like in my mouth and one in my butt at the same time.
Kellen.
And I would like to prepare my glass staff defense, my shield, if it proves necessary.
Cool. Kellen, roll 2d4 plus 2.
7.
Casey, you get 7 hit points.
Thank you,
That's
Kellen.
pretty good.
I
Nice.
appreciate that.
The wounds close up and you're back on your feet.
Yeah.
All right, my turn. I am going to shoot at the injured one with my crossbow. And I rolled a 1, but I'm lucky, so I get a re-roll. And I rolled a 21. 9 damage.
So she's kind of down on her knee, and then the arrow goes through her, like right into her heart, and she just sort of falls on her back.
Great. And then I'm going to use my move action after that to run and pick up the ring that he dropped. Okay. And I'm going to pick it up, and then I'm going to use my cunning that I can do another one and run back.
Okay. Okay.
So let's run back. I'll put 3 rings on my sheet here.
And who's next?
Red Brands.
Red Brands. So the one guy looks at his fallen, and he goes, Tiffany!
Please put on that no, please put an effect. Like the
he attacks Nikki twice. He missed. I know that for a fact. He rolled an 11. So.
And I kind of just like shake
What's
my
your
head.
AC?
You go.
16.
16? Yeah, I mean, he rolled an 11 plus whatever. He doesn't have that much of a plus. I'm not even going to look. So yeah, he's just crazed and just sort of swings at you twice, and it's just like,
He really loved Tiffany.
So-
to quote a
is it my turn?
skeleton.
Yeah, Elfman.
All right, I get up and I ready my great longbow, and I raise it up and go, time to die,
Do
mother.
you kind of like disengage? Do you like take a step back? Because he's standing right next to you.
Yeah, you can't use the one, or you'd have to.
Yeah, I hop back. One hop,
Yeah,
And then you
one
say,
and I go raise my bow, and I go, ready to die, motherfucker. 'Cause he's gonna die. He's gonna die. Ooh, no. 14.
Yeah, 14 is, it's like, he dodges it almost, but it nicks him. How much damage does it do?
And I do 8.
8. Sweet. So when I say you nick him, I mean you
Slice his eyes off.
you get him like barely in the arm. So it doesn't like stop the arm from working, but it hurts like a motherfucker and
Cool.
slows him down for the next hit.
Well,
You
I
said
have
you did
2
8?
actions. I'm going to use my second action, and I pull the one remaining bow that I have, and I ready it, and it goes,
Shoot him
time
again.
to really die, motherfucker. I gotta have your thing where I get to reroll.
Well, you didn't roll a 1, so that wouldn't matter.
9.
The second one flies wide, but he didn't notice because he's got an arrow.
Well, I know, I do it so fast that I kind of shoot it that way, I just grab it, and I put it back, and I do it.
I love it when you catch
And I wait.
You're really good.
I hope that Tharma says that. Like, sees it and goes, I love it
I love it when he
catch
catches.
For my action,
when you catch arrows!
for my action, I go, ooh.
Alright, I'm done.
Casey's turn.
Casey's turn.
All right, so I
Back
stand
from the
up
dead.
all like
So you
wounded and bloody.
get to your feet.
Yeah,
Revenge.
and then I
The potion report in your butt kind of spills out a little bit.
it spills out a little bit, but I kind of like the sensation
You like-
down the back of my leg.
God damn it.
It looks like Pepto Bismol.
This will be canon from now on. Healing potions look like Pepto-Bismol.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, leaving a pink trail behind me, I run up to him and I swing after him with my warhammer. God. That makes sense. I'm so fucked up.
Yeah.
6.
You're still in the process of healing. Like your organs are still coming together.
Right.
Cool.
So I assume I
miss.
don't
Yeah.
hit.
That's very much.
Nikki?
But a little blood comes off of me.
Oh yeah, he's fucking hit.
What'd you roll?
22. Before I cut his head off, I turn to Aaron and I go, I need you to explain the difference between these guys and you guys later. And then 12.
As he's putting on his third ring.
12 damage?
Yes, I just wound him again. Or this dude.
Well, he was already hurt because
Oh,
of
yeah.
his arm. So he's kind of like holding the arm.
Can I cut that arm off?
Yes. You cut that arm off, and he falls over and screams for a second, and then dies.
I love
Bleeds out.
Nikki's morality, where like as she's like swinging an axe at another human or at a human, and she's like, "You stole a motherfucking ring? That's fucked up," and then cuts a guy's arm.
I'm gonna make this hurt more.
Tradition is something I care about.
Arm cutting tradition?
No, like how he stole somebody's
Tradition.
ring from
Tradition!
a race that no longer exists is upsetting to me.
So that's all of the
Red brands.
red brands
Yeah.
in this room.
Great.
Let's go find some more.
I loot their corpses.
God.
This has been a very successful trip for me.
I got 3 rings.
I want to perception check this room, too.
Do it. Both of you.
That is a 21.
He perceives. Is that the right
Perceive
word?
the shit out
I
of
don't need to
this
roll
shit.
the loot, right?
The new room that we
Yeah,
just
the room,
opened.
the room that all my blood is in.
So
All that it leaked into.
the red brands were wearing really nothing of interest. They just had short swords and
Oh,
stuff.
that answers your question.
All right.
He checks
What
the
brand?
he checks the tag on the back of their shirt.
Just
So-
has like Tiffany and then Harry written on the back of it.
So you open. So in the next room, Casey, did you check out the new room? Or?
Yes.
Yes.
After all that.
It's a long room partitioned into 3 areas with iron bars walling off the north and the south area. So there's like a main middle area and then like a cell on the left and a cell on the right. There's filthy straw lining the floors of the cells and hinged doors which are secured by chains and padlocks. There's a pair of disheveled human women in the south and a little human boy curled up in a ball in the corner of the north cell. They're all wearing kind of plain gray tunics, and they have chained collars around their necks. And there's just sort of heaps of normal, sort of commoner clothing in the corner of the room, not within the cells, just sort of piled, just sort of tossed carelessly in the corner. Yeah, and there's a stool stool on either side of the door where you assume 2 red brand guards used to sit.
Right.
You want to pick that lock?
I'm gonna talk to him first. I don't know what they is.
I have a question. So those skeletons, like, were they the red brands just never went in that room, or were those their skeletons? Like,
Are you asking me or you're asking the people on the side?
can I roll to try to figure it out?
Yeah, do an arcane check.
I probably don't have
What are you
shit on
trying to figure
that.
out? Sorry.
I have
The
plus
skeletons
1.
worked for the red brands or not?
Oh.
My 20 plus some?
Sure.
15.
15 Arcana. You know that there are secret passwords or things you can wear or items you can hold and different ways of making protecting skeletons or undead creatures that are like guarding a crypt not recognize you as a trespasser.
Okay, cool.
So you said there were 2 women and a kid, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna go up to the kid and say, "Why are you guys locked up?"
Hey, little buddy.
He kind
You
of
locked up.
he kind of doesn't even raise his head. He's just sort of curled in a ball, kind of crying, and doesn't even look at you.
I'm not going to let you out if you're a jerk.
I'm standing behind him,
him-
holding my keys and
Behind
stuff.
him, one of the women says, like, please, he's so scared. Just let us out.
I can let you out, but I need to know why you were locked up.
The Red Brands captured us and said they were going to sell us into slavery. We're the Dendar family. You might know us. We're from Phandelver.
Yeah, I know them, right?
Yeah, you know of them. They're
Okay.
just sort of a family that.
Good enough for me. I try to pick the lock with my lock pickers kit, my thieves' tools. I rolled 19.
19. Cool. So you pop the lock open with the 2 human adults or the kid.
The kid. I didn't realize they were in different cells. So
Yeah, one's in the north cell, one's in the south cell.
Yeah,
Okay, you open it up, and he just still is kind of hiding in the corner. He kind of like squeezes back further away from you in the corner.
I'm going to go into the cell with him, and I.
I'm gonna rummage through his pockets.
I am a lady halfling, and I'm gonna bend down, and I've got rations, so I'm gonna like extend my hand with some food in it.
Cool. Roll animal handling. No. Yeah, he kind of looks up at you sheepishly and takes it and kind of goes back to sort of hiding.
All right.
I have a bedroll. Can I put it around his back, make him warm?
You guys are really creepy.
I'm trying to help a child! What is creepy about that? I'm freeing and feeding a scared kid!
Maybe let the mom out. I'm assuming that's a mom.
Try talking to the adult.
I'm talking to the kid.
Can I look around the room to see if maybe there's some...
I'm talking to the child, ma'am.
Well, he's messing with the kid. Can I go to the other lock?
Messing with the kid? There's some revisionist history going on here!
Can I go to the other cell and try and open that lock?
Just open it?
With my
With
kit.
the key?
No, with
Do you have a thief's tools?
I have a carpenter's tools.
While they're doing this, can I
can
see if
try
there's
and crack
keys
it.
in the room?
What? You can also just try to break it open if you're
Can
strong.
I try and break it open?
You can if you want.
I want to.
Do it then.
What do I roll?
Strength.
17.
17. It's like a loud like when it doesn't break open.
Alright, so I hear that and look up and I go like, hold on, and I walk over and I try to pick that lock with my tools.
Do it then.
I awkwardly he pushes me out of the way. As I stand there.
I walk between your legs.
He's like, God damn
And the mom goes, thanks.
16.
Cool, it pops open as well.
And I just throw my bedroll at her and go, put it around yourself.
She goes, oh my god, thank you so much. And she kind of runs to her kid in the other room. And she's like picks him up and she's holding him. And she's like, oh, yeah, they captured us a few days ago. We only had a day or two. There was a dwarf here for a while, but they took him out of here. And I don't know what they did with him, but we just want to go home. We're so scared.
Do you know where they took him?
They talked about taking him to somebody called the
Black Spider?
No. King Groll.
Oh, well. That was...
More of what we know, lady.
Can I cast Mage Armor on the kid?
Damn it, will you stop?
I want to take care of the kid.
How long does Mage Armor last? Like,
I don't know.
People get mad for giving him food and you're trying to cast fucking spells on him?
Yeah! It's a defensive spell.
Against whom, Chris?
That's just in case we encounter something.
You steal a couple rings and suddenly everybody thinks you're a kitty
Put
fiddler.
a chastity belt on the child and look at Chris with a judging eye.
Jesus Christ. So
So is that a no?
Yes, that's a no.
you can, but I don't think that the spell lasts long enough to where it would do what you think it would do. I think that since it's a combat sort of, it's usually like
combat.
it lasts like a minute or something, which in combat is like basically a whole fight. But you know, it's not a thing to do when there's no sign of danger necessarily. Like. Just cast a spell on a scared.
It's like,
kid.
quit
And
it!
now the mom can't even hold him. It's like, oh great, now there's a force field around my child, and I can't even hold him.
Throwing Pepto-Bismol on my fucking kid.
She says,
Covered in grit.
is there a way you could get us back to Phandelver safely? We're so scared.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Adam, this whole time, like, these people have been looking super familiar to you. And you register suddenly that these are people from Thunder Tree.
Oh.
That.
I
Long
put
ago.
the bedroll around them tighter. Make them warmer.
And they go, okay.
Would they know who you are?
Huh?
No.
They don't seem to. And she says, would you be able to give us safe passage back home to Phandalin?
Of course.
Yeah, there's
I
no
say
question about it.
Absolutely.
And
After everybody else has already said yes.
I raised my kid.
Absolutely.
Nobody else is interested in maybe getting paid for this hard job that's going to put our lives at risk?
No.
Do you guys have any other questions for her?
I do.
Yeah.
Like, how did you get kidnapped? Did they come into your home? Did they snag you off the streets? Like,
We were with my husband, and we were on the trail, coming back from a trade in Neverwinter, and we were grabbed by a group of red brands.
What did they want?
They said that they were going to sell us to slavers.
what happened to the husband?
Well, they killed him. They took him away. They said they said that they had to. No, there was a tall, furry monster with giant ears, something that matches what you guys would know as the description of a bugbear. Now that you've seen one, there was one of them, and he killed him right in front of us, and said that they had to feed the creature.
Jesus. That's probably the spider then?
Or no, it's probably the crevasse full of bodies.
Oh, yeah.
And just so we remember, we've established it's probably not a giant spider.
I mean, the fact that it wrote somebody a letter.
Oh, yeah. Well,
It was writing 8 letters at once.
So many letters.
8 copies, 8 ravens.
You know how busy I am? I have to write 9 letters.
you guys believe that it's like not a spider, but in my head, it's still a spider.
She says like after a moment,
because I just wanted to make sure like that their house was safe.
she says, if you could get us out of here safely, like I could tell you where in Thunder Tree where we're from, like we had to leave a family heirloom behind, and it would be we would tell you where it is if it would be worth your guys' time to get us out of here safely. We're never going back to Thunder Tree. That place is so dangerous.
Sounds good
What
to
kind
me.
of family heirloom?
It's an emerald necklace.
Now she's speaking my language.
What do we know about Thunder Tree?
Thunder Tree's Adam's hometown.
Yes.
It was destroyed by a volcano. They fled.
Covered in ashes.
The elves helped people run away. It's covered in ashes now, and rumor has it that a dragon has taken up residency there.
Shit, it's all
that's
making
probably his
sense
head
now.
dragging.
Yeah, that's what he's been in dreams about.
God.
I would say, like, I don't even need payment.
I
don't even need payment.
I will gladly accept your payment. Also, I will let you know, I know it's probably of little consequence, but we killed that creature that took your husband.
Which creature?
The bugbear.
So you're just lying now?
No, we killed the
We
bugbear.
killed a bugbear.
Yeah.
Killed a bugbear.
Sure, I'll lie.
Oh, good! I hope we don't run into him on our way out then!
Well, there are lots of bugbears, so you can't be sure which is which.
I don't think we should accept payment from them.
Well, she's
She's just telling us where there's an heirloom that she's never going to go back
She's
to.
never going to go back and get it. So she's just sort of
I will gladly accept the payment.
The
I
payment
look at you with
is
a
like,
cunning eye.
hey, it's in this building. You can go.
Like,
risk
here's the
your-
treasure map.
You can go risk your life to go get it if you want. I'm
Right.
never going.
Okay.
So yeah, I think we were all agreeing to take them, and I think, have we searched to make sure there's nothing else in the room?
I searched the room in the beginning and rolled pretty well.
Oh, that's right.
What about Casey's uncle?
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. Like, and there's also a whole part of this complex that we haven't checked out.
We're still looking for a goblin to interview.
Yeah.
Interview.
So we
have a job opening, and the goblin will
I
fill
mean,
it perfectly.
they can just stay with us, right? Can't one of us just be in charge of watching them and like protecting them?
You can do whatever you'd like.
Because I think Elfman 1986 seems to have a bond with
I
them
mean, we
with
got
the
all this
bedroll.
mage
I don't
armor.
want- I don't wanna
Why
leave
don't we
them.
take them with us, and if shit comes up, then we can blast them with some mage
Oh,
armor.
that's perfect.
I like that plan.
All right.
In the meantime,
Chris
I
will
want
watch
to.
over as a little boy.
It's like you
The kid is
can't.
mine.
It's like you can't have a big beard and be nice to a kid these days.
Yeah, you're right. You can't.
I'm a little halfling woman.
Like, well, why do you have the beard? Also, I want to do a healing word up for you, Adam, which is
Oh,
1d4
please.
plus 5.
Yeah.
Kellen, you're missing an opportunity to have a good catchphrase now that you can like protect people. You'd be like, "You're safe with me," or "I got your back." You should think about it.
Okay.
We can't all have what a woman's.
That's got to be as good as What a Woman.
All right. So what's up?
We go to explore the rest of the complex.
We're going
So
to
there's no
keep
more-
him with us, try to keep...
There's no more doors in this room. So then, if you wanted, you could dig a hole to China from here, or you could go back
Right.
out into the crypt. I'm assuming you guys kind of go back out.
Let's go back out, yeah. Back.
So then from the crypt, there was the door going north that had the locked door in it in that hallway, and then there was a pair of double doors.
Somebody that's not me should check those out. Because I get stabbed.
What are those doors made out of?
I only check those made out of
They
particular
are
materials.
copper plated.
You cannot kick them down.
Yeah, that's what I was.
They were
concerned
big copper plated doors, and then the room has these pillars that like look like oak trees kind of going.
I have a good perception. Maybe I should do it.
Okay.
All right, I walk up to the copper doors and try and open it. Do I roll
Or
for
you
that?
roll perception to see if you can
Yes.
experience anything from...
9. It's back, guys.
I told you not to
the
roll
curse.
before
So
we
did you
started.
open the door, or do you just sort of?
Put a glass up to it?
Yeah, I creak it open and peek inside.
Oh, that worked so well
Okay,
last time
you-
that
you
It
happened.
peek
happened back
inside.
twice.
Roll a stealth check for me.
13. Yeah, 13.
Cool. The room is empty.
Okay.
You see empty hallway, and
Open the door.
it's just sort of it just goes away. It's a pretty wide hallway. It's like 10 feet wide, and it goes down for probably 35 feet. And near the end of it, there is a branch off to the right.
Okay. So it's a just giant empty hall, essentially.
Yes, just a big empty.
Any
hall.
windows or doors?
Just there's
Just the
a
door at the end?
there's a door at the end, and that's it. It's just a big empty hallway.
Is this a time to roll for perception? Again? Can
If
I?
you'd like, yeah, you can roll perception.
Okay.
19. So you notice that in the middle of the hallway is what looks like a false floor that would fall away. It looks like there's a pit trap in the middle of the hallway. To your eyes. There is an area on the side of it where you think you could sort of squeeze past, but if you were to walk right through the middle, there's a pretty good chance you think that floor is not going to hold you.
Can I stand by the trap door and hit it with my sword to see if it opens, to see what's down below?
You can try.
I would like to do that.
Okay, cool. So you go in there and you sort of just try to trigger the trap.
Okay.
And you do, and the floor sort of the tiles and the timber collapse, and sort of hundreds of pounds of sort of stone tiles sort of like fall down and sort of crush the floor beneath, and it's just sort of just sort of
Like a
nothing. It's
trap.
just an old building. Yeah.
Okay.
But there's
You guys wanna
certainly a stable area.
We'll walk around
Around
it.
that.
Yeah,
So-
just
And then maybe peek
Yes.
around that corner and make
Yeah,
sure nothing's
walk
going
around
on
it.
over
Continue
there.
down towards the door.
Now, skirting around the pit will take a acrobatics check of 10 or higher.
Okay.
I did it.
I killed it. I fucking did a backflip.
I didn't.
Well, no, wait. Acrobatics.
I have 0.
So Nikki doesn't.
You don't.
I'm sorry, Hal.
I did it. 23.
So we all jump over it.
So,
and
Nikki,
she's stuck.
make a dexterity saving throw. You need 15 or higher, or you're going to fall. If you
I didn't
succeed,
even
you're
want
going
to
to
go down
catch
this
the side.
hallway.
Well, you did
the
it.
only
You
way
didn't
we
have to.
could.
You just did it.
I got a 16.
So you catch the side and sort of can pull yourself back up.
You guys impressed by that?
I feel like your axe like,
We've
is
all,
on the edge.
we've all kept walking on.
So
Did
you're-
you see that, guys? And everybody's just like, shut
You're on the other side.
I went, oh no! And I was
You're
like,
on the
oh,
other
she's
side of the pit trap.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
never mind. Okay.
Yeah, we're not impressed that you successfully walked around a hole in the ground.
I jumped over it, essentially.
So you jumped, fell, and then,
Really?
and then
Not at
shimmy
all.
over
You
and then
jumped,
climbed.
Caught yourself and
Not
pulled
even
yourself
a little
up.
tiny
It's cooler
bit.
than what you guys did.
Okay, cool. So
Kellen did a backflip.
Yeah.
so you all successfully get past it, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You all divide 100 experience points.
20 each. So we're at 730.
Whoa.
Cool. And now you're on the other side.
Wait, we get 100 points every time we go? I just keep walking back and forth. Level 20, bitch.
So it curves to the left. It's like a
Curves to
door.
the right.
It
of
To the
the-
right.
That door curves to the right.
Yeah.
Can I roll for perception to peek around the corner?
Yeah, of course.
16.
Cool. So you go up to there, and as you go, you start to hear the sound of running water.
Okay.
And
It
when
really
you,
makes you need to pee.
yeah, suddenly you just gotta pee something fierce, and you see a very generic, standard-looking cellar.
Okay.
And the door, you see sort of a 5-foot wide landing area above a cellar with stone steps descending to the floor with 2 short flights. Another door stands between the stairs to the north, and a large stone cistern occupies the western part of the room, and its walls are all lined with kegs and barrels. Now, this basically just looks like the old storeroom from the
Trezendar mansion, but it looks like people have been storing goods in it.
You guys want to investigate a door? Go up the stairs?
So
I mean,
we
should
basically
not-
where you're standing. There's a pair of double stairs going down, and then there's another pair of double stairs on the other side that just sort of go up to some sort of decor. There's just sort of a mosaic on the wall, and then from between those two on the east, there's stairs going up into the night sky from there. Alright, that's it for this episode. If you want to keep up with our adventure as it continues, be sure to subscribe to this podcast and follow us on social media. Also, hit us up at I'm Bored With Life on Twitter and Facebook to tell us what you think of the show. Our music was written for Bored With Life by Andrew Manson, and this podcast was produced by Kellen Voss and myself for Moonrat Media in cooperation with Deep Space Mustache and Pretend Money. Okay, cool, that's it. See you next week.